back to Building Your Business. This is Linda Barnby, and we've been talking with Jeffrey Larson, who is an artist, but he's more than just an artist. I mean, an artist is enough, but he has some grand plans to support the business community in Leesburg, and we hope to bring him further afield in Leesburg, because we could use even more of that kind of help in Orlando and Winter Park and the surrounding areas as well. Jeffrey, tell me a little bit about what an art space or an art collective is. I know we've talked earlier about this, and you have created art collectives before, and you want to create that here now in Leesburg?
Exactly. I find that a lot of artists are disenfranchised because they don't have a place to do their art, and either that or they don't have the money to be able to take care of their supplies. So my plan is to create an art space, i.e. renting a large space through grants and through setting up a 501c3 nonprofit. It would allow myself, through donations, through venture capitalists, through especially from grants, hopefully, to provide the kind of materials. Once you get all the artists into one building, that's when the creativity starts.
Well, artists are really creatures of inspiration, and I think artists, when they get together, inspire each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So have you done this before? Have you created a collective before?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I've seen things come from just a seed of an idea and then become huge. I was involved in a very large lamppost banner project that occurred in New Haven. The very first year that I did it with actually my ex-wife and a lot of other artists that had the same ideas. We recycled vinyl, made lamppost banners. The first year was 10 sets of banners that were put up in the town green. Within 3 years, there were 440 banners.
Wow. So what does that kind of a project mean for the artists who participate in it?
In the first place, one thing that artists really need is to be seen in the first place, to get their art out of their portfolios and actually have someone see it. I believe it gives them a lot of exposure. It also helps them teach, they can experience each other's plights, the things that are difficult about being artists, how it's difficult to get support for being an artist, and you can commiserate a bit about being a starving artist and then collectively create something that is going to give you exposure. You sell art, and that is my main desire.
Well, and are the artists feeling a sense of community volunteerism and community, actually, when they do this?
Absolutely, because they might have just gotten out of art school and they have a lot to offer other artists that haven't even entered art school. Part of an artist collective, I believe, should also include mentorism to point people in the right direction, show them how to get into art schools, how they can get their teaching certificate and become an art teacher. You don't just have to do your art. You can vocationally find something very fulfilling to do at the same time.
Well, what kinds of art projects do you have planned for Leesburg?
Well, the very first part of it is to get the call out to artists to have and find a proper space in a good location. And the very first thing, I believe, is more public art. I'm going to run another window painting project in the fall, and I hope to perpetuate that into every season. They have a Mardi Gras that happens. There's a 4th of July. Pretty much anything that would inspire people to come downtown in Leesburg and spend some money and help this, help this slow economy get started is something worthwhile for all the businesses. And I think through just running, continuing, perpetuating the window painting project, then it will become even larger. I'm thinking about cross-street banners. I'm thinking maybe doing a lamppost banner art program there as well. I want to bring artists in residence so that kids can come in there and have a place to paint, and where it's not just a workshop. They can actually come in and paint anytime they feel like it. It gives them a place to go.
With materials already there in place.
Right.
They don't have to bring their own.
I found a lot of corporations are very much, they like giving and these kind of things. Home Depot have always been very good about donating their mist tints. You'd be surprised. You ask, and next thing you know, you've got 300 gallons of paint.
Well, it's a great way to support the community, and I know those kinds of businesses like to do that. Well, how can artists contact you for more information?
I'm building a website right now. The name of my company is Larson Visions Painting, The best way to contact me, if you're an artist out there and you want to get involved with really doing art on the street and making it happen, you can just email me at larsonvisions@gmail.com. You can also give me a call. My number is 352-787-1384. Or check out my Facebook, and that is actually my full name is Jeffrey Walter Larson.
Great. And do the artists who would like to participate in these projects have to be residents of Leesburg, or can they be from anywhere?
All they require is just to be inspired by art and want to do it.
Well, it's a great way to bring community together and help businesses, help artists. I think it's a win-win situation for everyone involved. Thank you so much, and it was delightful to run into you on the streets of Leesburg and learn so much about what you do and what you're offering the community. Thank you for joining us today, Jeffrey.
Well, it was a pleasure being here, Linda.
Thank you. All right, we have on the line, waiting to speak with us, Tom Jelnick of On Target Web Solutions. Hi, Tom.